Let me be honest with you. I used to think I was doing everything right. Watching the videos, reading the threads, following the right people, consuming content about money and wealth every single day. And I was still broke. Not just financially. Mentally broke. Scattered. Always feeling like I was one video away from figuring it out. Then someone told me something I could not shake. They said, "You don't have an information problem. You have a discipline problem." I wanted to argue. But deep down, I knew they were right. Because here is the truth nobody wants to say out loud. Wealth is not built with information. Wealth is built with attention. And your attention is being stolen every single day, and you are handing it over willingly. 3 things are quietly killing your ability to build. Not the economy. Not your job. Not your past. Your sexual energy, leaked instead of directed. Your attention, harvested by apps built to keep you scrolling. And your identity, still seeing yourself as someone getting ready to build instead of someone already building. That is it. Just 3 things. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Here is what living on the wrong side of this actually feels like. You wake up with good intentions. Today is different. Then the phone is in your hand before your feet hit the floor. 15 minutes becomes an hour. And by the time your day actually starts, your brain has already been pulled in 10 directions, and the deep work, the work that builds something real, never happens. You feel it. That low hum of guilt following you through the day. Busy but not progressing. Moving but not building. Then comes the social pressure. When you try to change, when you delete the apps, go quiet, stop performing online, and start working in private, people get uncomfortable. They say you have changed. They make you feel like choosing your future over their timeline is some kind of betrayal. And that is where most people fold. Not because the discipline was too hard, because the loneliness of it was. And underneath all of it is this quiet fear. That maybe you left it too late. That the years spent distracted already cost you something you cannot get back. That thought is heavy. I carried it too. It does not go away by watching another video. It goes away by making a decision and then living inside that decision even when it is hard, even when no one is watching, even when the results take longer than you hoped. Here's what changed everything for me. I stopped asking what I needed to learn. I started asking who I needed to become. Because I already knew what to do. Save. Build skills. Protect your time. Execute consistently. I knew all of it. The problem was my identity had not caught up to my ambition. I was living like a consumer while dreaming like a builder. And those two things cannot exist in the same life for long. One of them always wins. So I made a simple decision. I decided my attention was the most valuable thing I owned. More valuable than money, because money can be made again. Attention, once spent, is gone forever. I started treating every hour the way an investor treats capital. Where is this going? What is it building? What is the return? And slowly things changed. Not because of a secret strategy, not because of luck, but because I became someone who builds instead of someone who watches other people build. That is the whole lesson. You do not need more information. You need a new identity. Decide quietly, without announcing it, that you are someone who protects their energy, owns their attention, and executes without needing applause. Then live that decision in the small moments. The boring moments. The moments when the scroll is right there and the work feels hard and nobody would know the difference. Because that is where wealth is actually built. Not in the highlight, in the habit. So here is the question I will leave you with. Who are you when nobody is watching? Not the version you perform online. The real one. The one making choices at 10 p.m. when you are tired and the phone is right there. That version of you is writing your financial future every single day. Make sure they are writing something worth reading. Subscribe to Financial Thoughts for honest conversations about money, mindset, and building something real. Drop building in the comments if you are done watching and ready to build.